Welcome to Lead with Clarity. This is a space for leaders who want to grow without losing themselves in the process. Each episode is a short reflection on leadership, influence, and the inner work that shapes how we show up for others. Not hype, not noise, just clear thinking for the journey of leading well. Today's episode is entitled The Heaviest Weight in the Room. Here we go. There's a quote that I've seen making its way around gyms and boardrooms for a while now. It's short. I don't know who wrote it, and it might be the most honest thing said about human behavior in the last decade. That quote goes like this: the heaviest weight in the weight room is the front door. Think about that for a second. Not the barbell, not the steep program, the door, the act of showing up. That's the heaviest lift. Today on Lead with Clarity, we're talking about why leaders get stuck before they even begin and what it actually takes to move. The heaviest weight in the weight room is the front door. Nobody famous said it, at least as far as I know. Shows up on gym walls and social media, credited to some anonymous person. But the fact that it resonates so widely tells you something. Millions of people recognize themselves in it. It's not a fitness quote. It's a leadership truth. I've worked with senior executives, and there's one in particular a couple of years back. It was incredibly sharp, well-respected. She had identified a critical gap in her organization's culture. She knew what needed to change. She had ideas, she had the authority, and she had the support of her peers. She had everything except a starting point. Every week we met, the initiative was still in the planning stage. More research, more refinement, more conversations about the conversation. 6 months passed. The problem she had originally identified hadn't gone away. It had compounded. What was stopping her wasn't capability. It was the door. The weight of starting something that might not go perfectly. The discomfort of moving from thinking into doing. When she finally began, and she did begin, she told me afterward that the first step took about 40 minutes of real work. 6 months of deferral for 40 minutes of action. Here's where people get it wrong. They interpret this quote as an indictment of laziness. They think the message is to stop being afraid and just go. But unfortunately, that's too shallow. The weight of the door isn't fear in the simple sense. It's the accumulated cost of everything you have to give up when you commit to beginning. You give up optionality. You give up the safety of plans that haven't been tested yet. You give up the version of yourself that still has the perfect outcome as a future possibility. Starting converts possibility into reality, and reality has edges. Leaders who resist beginning are often protecting something that they haven't named yet. So here's a reframe for you. The door isn't the obstacle. The door is the decision point. Every time you walk through it, you are choosing progress over protection. You're choosing the discomfort of growth over the comfort of preparation. And you are signaling to every person watching you lead that momentum matters more than perfection. Clarity does not precede action. Clarity comes from action. Every leader I know who has built something meaningful will tell you the same thing. They didn't know how it would turn out, but they started anyway. The path became visible as they walked it, not before. Leadership is not the absence of uncertainty. It's the willingness to move through it. So here's what I want you to carry into this week. Think about the one thing you've been circling: the initiative, the conversation, the decision, the thing you know that needs to happen but hasn't started. And ask yourself honestly, what's the weight of that door for you? Is it fear of failure? Is it fear of judgment? Is it the comfort of still having a perfect version in your head? Then ask yourself, what is one move, just one, that would put you on the other side of it? You don't need a complete strategy. You need a first step. The heaviest weight in the weight room is the front door. Not because starting is dangerous, because starting is permanent. Once you begin, the work is real. The results are measurable. The growth is on the line. But so is the growth. And that's the whole point. The leaders who change things aren't the ones with the best plans. They're the ones who open the door while everyone else was standing in front of it. Start before you're ready. Walk through before you're certain. The room on the other side is where everything you want to build actually gets built.